I'm traveling yet again, ladies and gentlemen. It's becoming a reoccurring thing. I'm out here for the Brawl Stars World Final, so it's a fun one, but your boy has been up for quite some time. But let's just disregard that for a second. Everyone, it is about that time. It's time for the day one predictions of the Brawl Stars World Finals. As you guys know, we have some really interesting free goodies this time around. More progression based. Coins, tokens for the Brawl Pass. We have bling. 14 star drops. We got some really cool pins that I think are extremely exciting, and then a free hypercharge for the final reward, not a free skin this time around. So I'm sure some of you guys who are watching this episode here today, it's your first time watching a Brawl Stars World Finals, a watch along. So we're definitely going to be going through the format of this website so you guys can maximize the amount of points that you possibly can, and then getting into the nitty gritty, the most juiciest source of points that you can get for the watch along, and that is the predictions of the teams. Can be quite honestly one of the most stressful forms of points, seeing that if you get it wrong, you don't get the points. But it's pretty much so tradition at this point here on the channel to do a prediction guide for all of you guys, and I'm not gonna toot my own horn. We've been doing pretty dang good with them. I don't know if it's been just luck the whole entire time, which it very well could be, but last year we were pretty much so able to get every single prediction right and get the free Tara skin on the very first day. Now, before we get into that, several of you guys might have realized your boy was debating whether or not to even make this video here today, seeing that there wasn't really a skin on the line, and I thought that was a bit more hype than just progression based stuff. But another reason behind that is there is quite a lot of pressure behind making a prediction guide. If you get the predictions wrong and you guys copy my homework, then we're all going down together. And I honestly didn't necessarily want that stress this time around. I don't want to lead you guys astray, but I saw so many comments of you guys on most recent videos asking for a guide, so I'm at least going to give you guys a guide that I've been hearing from different pro players. I did my research, okay? I'm not just going to throw these up willy-nilly, but again, I want to make sure you all are aware this is all chance-based stuff. We can never predict an upset. We can never predict how a team is going to do going into a specific event, especially World Finals. So this is your one and only warning getting into this prediction guide. If you copy my homework and I get it wrong, that was the decision that you are making going into this video, okay? It's out of my hands at that point. I'm just going to throw it out there. If you guys want to copy it, if you're stressed out, you don't really follow esports, then this might be the guide that you'd like to follow. But getting into it here, I'm catching you guys a little bit late on this prediction guide, seeing that we have 18 hours left for the actual event itself. I've been literally traveling the entire day. It's the first thing I've done since I've come to the hotel to get this done, but I think we should have enough time here. However, the very first thing that I wanted to start off before this prediction guide is a little bit of a breakdown of the point system that we can take advantage of outside of the predictions. A lot of people who view the World Finals are in locations where they can't physically watch along with the World Finals, so they are strictly reliant on the voting. But if you are available to watch along with the World Finals, I promise you, you can get so many points just watching along. Going through some of the different questions that you can expect throughout the World Finals watch along that can net you some pretty dang substantial points. There's going to be random questions throughout it, kind of joking questions that kind of can be a little bit difficult if you ask me. Here's a good example of one. What is Sam's Brawl Pass skin? Caesar Sam. Of course, this is going to be dedicated to more recent questions inside of Brawl Stars, but these will pop up, you'll answer it, and if you answer it right, you'll end up getting more points. But getting into a few other ones here, for example, which team is playing in their first monthly finals, you'll vote and you can see the results. So a good example here of why you want to get these right. The individual who voted for this one, Angelic, ended up getting it wrong, so they only got 5 points from this question. But if you get it right, you get an additional 20 points, which if a lot of these questions start being flown out throughout the World Finals, you can really rack up a lot of points just by answering these correctly. So one of the things that I typically do whenever we have a World Finals is I have a little group chat going along if you have some buddies. Another strategy that I've even done in the past is have a throwaway account going along with the main account that you want the progression on. So answer the question on the throwaway account so you can see the percentage and the right answer, and then select that one for the additional 20 points. So there's going to be some tricky ones here and there, but aside from these ones, there's going to be by far the most important way that you guys can get points outside of the voting guide that we're about to get into, and that is selecting the MVP at the end of every single match. The cool thing about this one is you don't need to get it right. You can literally just guess for any of them. If you're just about the points, man, just guess any of them and you'll get 100 points, which is incredibly substantial. This alone, if you just check back in at the end of every game and you just select the random MVP, you will net a lot of points. So my advice to you, if you don't have a crap ton of time to watch the entire thing, just don't miss out on this one. You can get a lot from it. And then the final way you can get points is cheering 1 time per match, I believe, and you can get, I think, 5 points per cheer. So that's a basic rundown of the points that you can expect from just watching along throughout the World Finals. That can net you a lot of points if you are following along. But next up, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into the voting guide itself. And I'm going to be completely honest, I did my due diligence. I reached out to several pro players inside the Brawl Stars community, and I'm seeing a trend of the predictions. People are going with similar picks, and I think it's based strictly on odds, basically how good these teams are doing throughout the year, how good they've done in previous matchups going into these games. So the odds are on our side with these picks. However, again, things can go awry. You never know how things are going to go here, and things are a tiny bit different format-wise compared to previous World Finals based on different region changes and ways that it's formatted throughout the World Finals because of that. But for day 1, Group A, we're going to be going with Liquid Gaming over Revenant. I've been seeing this as a pretty clear cut. Liquid Gaming is looking really, really good going into the Brawl Stars World Finals, so it should be a really solid option to go with Liquid Gaming for most of your votes throughout this entire process. But hey, it's never bad to vote for a team you're rooting for as well. Go with the heart. But we're going to be going with this guide, Liquid Gaming. As we just got done saying, Liquid Gaming is looking phenomenal going into the World Finals, so we're going to be going with Liquid Gaming this time around over Berlin City Club Esports as well. So going with Liquid Gaming there. Now, to be completely honest, between these two, I haven't heard a lot of info about their teams in general. So seeing that I don't have a whole lot of information on either of these teams, it's strictly up to what the pro players have been sending my way on this pick. And the most popular option that I've been seeing time and time again is Revenant Esports to take this one home. And the one that we did just get done voting for might be a pretty dang close one. It could be an upset. So I'm just going to be going with what the pros are going with, but that's what we ended up going with. Next up, we have Tribe Gaming versus Navi. This one is going to be a fun one to watch. You guys know, obviously, I'm a fan of Tribe, but going into these prediction videos, I always try to do my best to be non-biased. So if a team I think is clearly going to beat Tribe, I will vote against Tribe for your guys' benefit. But you know, if I'm filling out this one on my own, not a guide, I would vote for Tribe all the way. Gotta root for my boys. But for this case, and what I've been seeing a lot of people sending my way as well, is Tribe should be able to beat Navi during this matchup. So I'm going to be going with my boys, Tribe. And then we make our way to Tribe versus Reply Totem. This one is by far going to be the closest game of the entire first day, if you ask me. I've been seeing this sentiment passed along by a lot of pro players out there as well. Reply Totem is a phenomenal team, but I've been hearing a lot of great things from Tribe. I've reached out to Corey, I've reached out to YDE, I've reached out to Ash, their perspectives on how things are going on here, and several other pro players. And to be honest, coming straight from Corey himself, he was thinking Tribe versus Reply Totem is a 50-50 here. So it's kind of scary if you're just going off of odds, but again, what I've been seeing people going back to on a decisive pick, even with 50-50 odds, is Tribe Gaming. But that one most definitely can be an upset, and that one could be wrong. So if you want to make up your own decision between Tribe and Reply Totem, make sure to do so. That one's going to be a very close one. But here, the final option, the final pick of our prediction guide is going to be Navi versus Reply Totem, and this one is pretty dang clear cut. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, and that is Reply Totem taking the cake versus Navi. Again, Reply Totem, a very solid team here going into the World Finals. But as we can see here for day 1, this is the voting guide, and what I've been seeing pretty much so from almost all different screenshots, all different people sending things my way. Really the only difference or changes that I've been seeing on a select few screenshots circulating throughout the community is this last one on Group A between Revenant Gaming and the Berlin City Club, but still very confident with Revenant Gaming. And then obviously the final one that is raising some eyebrows is during Group B, that second match between Tribe and Reply Totem. So this is what I'm going with, but make sure to make up your own mind if you don't feel confident with my picks. There's going to be plenty more points to achieve with the voting process as we're moving forward here with the other days, right? But we're going to submit those bad boys and we are locked in, people. Yes, really cool thing, just by voting you can get 60 points. So hey guys, we're already on the board, getting closer and closer to that first star drop. As we all should know, the format kind of changed compared to last year, where we can only get up to the first one pin, so the 1,000 points, and then on the second day and our second voting process we can get all the way up to here, and then the third day just basically to keep the retention going throughout the world finals. But say for example you missed the predictions on the first day, or you didn't get the voting process and you are getting into the world finals on the second day viewing, you can get all the way up to the 2,000 point bracket, right? So it's just kind of making sure that we don't get all of the tiers on the very first day. But yeah man, there you have it, a pretty dang quick voting guide this time around. As you guys know, I am a little bit tired from traveling, but I wanted to get this out here kind of reluctantly. I was debating whether or not to even do this time around, but again, make sure to keep in mind we're all in this boat together if you do want to copy my homework. No ill feelings, okay? I just want to help out some of those people who don't necessarily follow esports that religiously and just want to know what the like creme de la crop picks are out there from the pro players, at least, that have a bit better knowledge over the esports scene itself. But yeah everyone, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully the picks do good. I'm sure there might be some upsets here and there, but hey, that's just how things work here in Brawl Stars esports. But yeah everyone, we'll be talking. Best of luck, and hope you guys enjoy the Brawl Stars World Finals. Adios everyone. Peace out.